If you've played the first chapter of the Euphoria saga, you'd know that we joined Phainon and Maide in their fight against the Strife Titan Nicodor. We're assisted by Tribios and later Casterus as well, and we encounter his final form, which we then defeat and obtain their Coreflame. We then bring the Coreflame back to the Vortex of Genesis, and Phainon chooses to bear it and enters the trial to become a demigod. If it isn't already obvious, Phainon is definitely going to fail the trial and someone else is going to have to bear the Coreflame of Strife. That someone is none other than Maide. Not only does Maide share multiple similarities to Nicodor, for example, they both have indestructible bodies, Nicodor was also once the god worshipped by the people of Kremnos, the hometown of Maide, where he is also the crown prince. It would seem that the Coreflame each Chrysos heir inherits is quite closely linked to the traits they already possess. Naturally, one would assume that Casterus will bear the Coreflame of Death since she already is so closely linked to death. And that brings us to Phainon. If you've noticed, all the symbols on his outfit and even weapon are closely related to the sun. Even his eyes have the symbol of the world-bearing titan in them. In addition, Kephale's title is the Throne of Worlds, and Phainon, which we know isn't a real name, is currently nameless and is also known to be the nameless king who would ascend the throne alongside countless heroes to embark on the grand journey of deliverance. In the Ancient Hymn trailer, it is also said that the nameless deliverer will inherit the god's core flames and reform this broken world. But if all that isn't enough, don't let my word alone tell you that Kephale's Coreflame will go to Phainon. In fact, it's already been confirmed in-game that Phainon will bear the Coreflame of the Worldbearer. In the book that we're given, under the Flame Chaser's path, each of the Chrysos heirs' path have the symbol of their Coreflame on it, and in case it slipped by the first time, Phainon's path is actually on the symbol of the Worldbearer's Coreflame. If you look at the stained glass art piece of each Chrysos heir, you'll also notice that their paths are shown right above them. This doesn't only confirm that Phainon will inherit Kephale's Coreflame, but it also confirms that Maide will inherit the Coreflame of Strife and Casterus, the Coreflame of Death. With this, I'm speculating that Phainon might be among the last, if not the last Chrysos heir to inherit their Coreflame and pass their trial, because the ramifications of Kephale giving up his Coreflame is simply massive. From what we're told, the Dawn device on Kephale's back is what's keeping the Black Tide at bay, so its removal would mean the Chrysos heirs have limited time to achieve what they hope to achieve with all the Coreflames. It would also seem that Phainon might actually have to shoulder all the Coreflames to achieve the Miracle of Genesis. For that, I refer again to the Ancient Hymn trailer, where the nameless deliverer will inherit the god's Coreflames, is said. It would seem like the Miracle of Genesis might require some form of sacrifice from the bearer, but they're somehow also making it sound like Phainon will become the new Kephale. One theory I have though is that if the power of all the 12 Coreflames are to be held by one single entity, is it possible that we might witness the birth of an Eon? That's, if it even is true that Phainon will have to bear them all. I guess for now, we'll have to wait for the next chapter before we can even start to guess what's going on Euphorius and with the Chrysos heirs. But at least, we might now be one step closer to Phainon's real name? Anyway, let me know what you think the Miracle of Genesis is in the comments down below. As always, this has been MG, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.